Right now, you're listening to Right Now with Rhenotha, and this is a Right Now Diary. Sometimes I think people assume that if a woman is beautiful, then love, attention, and companionship must just naturally happen for her. Like it's automatic. Like somewhere there's a line of people waiting to tell her how amazing she is. Like her phone is constantly buzzing, like men are falling over themselves trying to get close to her. So I have a friend that tells me all the time that I'm beautiful. Every chance he gets, he tells me I'm timeless. He tells me I'm elegant. He tells me I'm attractive. And honestly, I appreciate hearing those things because everybody wants to feel seen. But one thing he asks me on a regular basis is, are men approaching you? Are they in your DM? Are men making advances? And every single time, my answer is the same. No, no, they're not. Nobody is secretly in love with me. Nobody is pursuing me. Nobody is waiting around hoping for a chance. And I think what makes it difficult is that he genuinely cannot understand it. To him, it doesn't make sense. In his mind, beauty should automatically produce attention. But what I've tried to explain to him is this has kind of always been my reality, even before the weight loss and even after the weight loss. I've lost a significant amount of weight. And I think sometimes people assume that losing weight suddenly changes your entire romantic life. Like suddenly doors fly open and the world responds differently overnight. And yes, physically, some things change. People may notice you differently. People may compliment you more openly. People may project confidence onto you. But what surprised me is that the core experience didn't really change for me because whether I was big or small, I was always beautiful. That part never changed. And I think sometimes people hear a woman say that and assume arrogance, but I don't mean it arrogantly. I mean it honestly. I have always known that I had beauty. Maybe not everybody's version of beauty, but beauty nonetheless. So when the weight came off, it wasn't like I suddenly became worthy of being seen. I was already worthy. But the strange thing is, even now, the answer is still no. And I think people don't realize how lonely that can feel sometimes. Not because I need validation every second, not because I need men constantly surrounding me, not because I believe my worth is attached to attention, but because we live in a world that constantly tells women that if you are attractive enough, desirable enough, successful enough, feminine enough, somebody will choose you. Somebody will pursue you. Somebody will make it known. And when that doesn't happen, you quietly start wondering. And honestly, I've stopped trying to solve it. But I will admit that it's uncomfortable hearing those questions over and over again because every time he asks, I already know what my answer is no. And after a while, saying no starts making you feel exposed, like you're confessing something, especially because people assume the opposite. There's this idea that attractive women are drowning in options, and maybe some are, but everybody's reality is different. Some women are admired publicly and ignored privately. Some women are complimented constantly, but never deeply pursued. Some women are desired physically, but not emotionally considered. And some simply go home at night alone while everybody else assumes they have the world at their fingertips. I think what makes this conversation emotional for me is not even romance itself. Being admired and being loved are not the same thing. Being looked at and being pursued are not the same thing. Being complimented and being emotionally considered are not the same thing. And I think for a long time, I thought maybe eventually that part of my life would naturally happen. It actually did once, but it doesn't happen often. But life doesn't always unfold the way people think it should. And I've had to make peace with that. Not bitterness, not anger, just honesty. This is my experience. And I think there are probably more women than people realize who quietly live this same reality, but don't talk about it because it feels embarrassing to admit, especially when the world assumes you must have endless options. But sometimes you don't. Sometimes you're just a woman trying to understand why connection seems to happen so easily for everybody else and not for you. And maybe there isn't always an answer. Maybe life is just complicated like that. But one thing I refuse to do is let the absence of pursuit make me question my value. Because whether someone is in my DMs or not, whether someone chooses me or not, whether someone notices me or not, I still know who I am. And maybe that has to be enough until life says otherwise.